you live with breaking news from something different, the NBA. And oh my gosh, where is it a place to start in the biggest blockbuster trade, I think, in NBA history, where a lot of us were asleep last night, where there was a three-team trade that happened with the Lakers, the Mavs, and the Jazz. The Lakers getting Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Mavs getting Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers 2029 round pick, where the Jazz get Jalen Hood Shafino, a 2025 second round pick via the LA Clippers, and Mavs 2025 second round pick as well. This trade has broken every single headline,
Sheesh.
every
No,
single headline that I could ever see. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought it was fake. I think everyone did. But this left fans speechless. And we are here to break the speechlessness. So, guys, what is the reaction to this trade?
This one for me yesterday, I think it was around probably we're in Eastern time, so it was about 12:30 around. And Azar calls me and he tells me that Luca went to the Lakers. He calls me and I'm answering and I'm like, end the phone on him. I thought he was playing. And then I woke up in the morning and looked at my phone and obviously everybody's texting me about it. So that's the first thing I saw. But it was super surprising to me because Luca, you think, is one of them guys who is like, out of, if you could pick like two, three players in the NBA who are like untouchables, I would say he would have been one of them until today. So, man, we got a lot going on
goes to
today.
show anybody could
Nobody's
be
safe.
any.
This is a business.
Yeah, this is a big wow, oh wow moment for everybody. This is definitely the biggest trade in the history of the NBA, and this will be
Yeah.
something that'll be talked about for many years to come. Nobody expected this trade to happen. There was no rumors about it, and everybody thought it was some kind of vile joke, and everybody thought that sports
Like Azar
reporter
telling a joke to
Shams,
me. Hang up the
yeah,
phone on them.
that's it. People thinking sports reporter who covers the NBA, Shams, got his X account hacked last night, and yeah, there was no warning about this, no inkling to proceed it, and imagine Shams, who was a reporter, had to put yes, this is real before the trade even happened,
Crazy.
because
I know.
if he just put it out there like that at first, everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is a lot, this is fake, and this and that. But
Yeah.
there was a lot of reactions from players, former players, and people expressing their shock and belief of this trade, and I'm reacting the same way along with all of us as well too. And
I
who thought these two big NBA superstars in their primes were getting traded without any speculation at all whatsoever?
Boy,
Nobody asked to be traded either. It
yeah.
makes it even more crazy.
Yeah.
Usually when you see like superstar players, it's like
Somebody
superstar player.
wanted it out.
Let's look at Jimmy Butler. You see him, it's going on. He requested a trade for this reason. These two guys were on teams that are like kind of on the uprising, and both them gone just like that.
and then just boom. It's right there. Gone. Hamza, talk to me, man. You look a little perplexed over there about this trade. What you think, man?
It's a confusing trade. It's different. It's something you wouldn't expect, but you're not surprised at the same time.
I'm
That
surprised.
I'm surprised. I don't know
I'm
about you, bro, but I'm surprised. There was no speculations or anything about it.
yeah, but like as I said, it's a business. They're gonna
yeah.
do what's best for their organization, and unfortunately, there's a reason this trade happened. It didn't just happen for no reason.
Yeah.
There must have
We'll
been
dig more into that.
something
Yeah.
going on in the background that
We
you
just
know
don't know.
we'll find out eventually because the NBA they don't really hold their information too well.
Yeah.
Luka's only 25, right?
AD's 31, so I mean, still in his
This
prime. My goodness.
Yeah.
My gosh, I'm just confused. This is crazy. It's crazy. I don't think we'd ever see like something like this happen for a very very long time, and it finally happened, and then here we go. But let's talk about this, guys. Why did Dallas trade Luca? What was the reason? But why did they trade him?
Well, I'm wondering the same thing as well too, along with everybody else here too. But this has nothing to do with Luka Doncic wanting out of Dallas at all or requesting a trade. He is actually up for a supermax extension this summer with the Mavs. He's entitled for a 5-year, $345 million contract, which actually would give him the highest contract in NBA history. And Dallas didn't want to give him that contract at all. So that's another reason
you
why
think it had to do with money?
they had to. It could have done with money. Yes, there's a lot of other
But
things I'm going
he
to get into.
is a superstar.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna bring
I
you
get
A
that.
top
billions.
three superstar.
He's gonna bring you billions of dollars.
Yeah, but there's
Getting him
other
a
things that.
supermax, you
But
are
there's
gonna
other
make.
things. Yeah, but there are other things that are concerning about this trade as well too, as I will get into it as well. The Lakers, on the other hand, can offer him a 5-year, $229 million contract, which is $116 million less than what Dallas is offering. On top of that, too, you don't pay no state taxes in Texas. In California, you're gonna be paying more, a lot of
Everything.
taxes. That's for sure. Everything. But you know what? The Dallas GM Nico Harrison has said it had nothing to do with Luka wanting out. Is this more so of him playing defense? He doesn't stay in shape, and he believes that like defense wins championships, and that's what I'm getting from these all these articles as well too. And with them getting Anthony Davis, yeah, they'll be getting an all-around defensive player, an All-NBA player, an All-Center. Give
Street
them the
clothes.
defensive. Hmm?
Street clothes, man.
He played
Street
76 games
clothes.
last year. I'll get into all those more later. But yeah, you would think that like for the second year in a row, Dallas is looking to get to a finals run, and there are a lot of concerns with Luca as well too. What they had with him surrounding his conditioning issues, to stay in shape, having the mindset and mentality to put in the work throughout the off season, and they don't. They obviously they traded him too because they don't trust him to stay healthy. They don't trust him to play defense, and on their end, they believe defense is the key to win the championships.
I honestly think like we've heard the two main things that I've been hearing out of a lot of sources was first of all the conditioning and commitment level of Luca, and second of all was the defense stuff. And I think honestly those are two both garbage excuses. Like if we look at the first one, him and not in condition, him not being able to play. First of all, he was been able to be a part of every single playoff run Dallas has had. The first 2 years, going one or two rounds, and last year he was good until Game 6 against Boston. And second thing, it's not like they're trading for a player who's a healthy guy. They're trading, like I said, they're trading for a guy who's nicknamed Street Clothes and is also 6 years older than Luca. So I don't think it has anything to do with durability or conditioning or injury prone. Like I don't know. I feel like that's not it. And the second thing is, I'm totally blanking out. What's the second thing? The defense stuff. The defensive stuff for the Dallas. I know that was probably their biggest knock on them in the playoffs, that they weren't able to, um, that Luca wasn't able to guard, that they would pick on him, stuff like that. But that's not the case with every other championship team. Like there's always their star player is not going to be able to. There's not many two-way superstars. Like look at the around at the NBA. There's maybe a five, six guys who are also known on the defensive end. So it can't really be that. Like they could have shored up that defense somewhere else. I know Davis brings that to you, but they were good with rim protection before this. They had Dwight Powell. They heard Lively. So the rim protection was never the issue. So those two things are those two excuses are, I think they're a little bit garbage, but like comes I said, this is the NBA, and I'm sure we're gonna find out shortly what was the bigger motivation behind this. Do you think those
No,
are the real reasons?
that's
Defense and
nonsense.
liability?
That's nonsense. That's just things
Hope.
you could pick on somebody about, right? It's like, come
Hope.
on, his defense is a little weak. Big deal.
Yeah.
He could drop 50 and give you 20 assists a game. Big deal.
All right, coming into the next question. We gotta talk. There's no Lakers trade without talking about LeBron. What does this trade mean for LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward? Because obviously he's the centerpiece. He's the guy. He's the centerpiece of this whole league essentially right now.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Do you think
Oh,
LeBron knew about this trade?
Yes.
Yes.
definitely, definitely. They're talking about he was at dinner with his family at MSG. Like he was at dinner with the Lakers GM trying to put this trade together. That's his family right now.
Yeah, for LeBron James and Lakers, I mean, the aspect of LeBron James, he's a 40-year-old elephant in the room. He's delivering results night in and night out and putting all the work by himself. They now have another ball dominant star that can help him out on the floor, spread the floor, and even give James some rest as well too, especially when playing back to backs, nationally televised games. And for the Lakers, you basically given up the best big man in the NBA today, averaging 25 points, 12 rebounds, shooting over 50% from the field, averaging 2 blocks a game. It'll be very hard to replace someone with him close to that caliber. But for future purposes, the future looks bright for the Lakers. And if they can acquire a perennial All Star center at the trade deadline, which looks like they're going to be shooting for, they'll as much as I'm not a Lakers fan, they're gonna be a pretty good team to look up for if all things fall on their place.
Yeah, for sure. Me and Imran both are not the number one Lakers fan. I'm
No,
with him.
no, no.
He's on the same boat as me. He don't like the Lakers.
Yeah.
But in terms of what this means for the Lakers, this trade, as much as they say LeBron had nothing to do with it, they did this trade for LeBron James. Like they made this
Mhm.
trade. Either we could talk about it as in the aspect of they needed to make a move because they know that the team that they currently had wasn't a championship team, and they don't want to waste the last. Even though he's still balling, he's still playing like damn near MVP level. They don't want to waste the last couple of years of LeBron's career and just have it go for a 7-8 seed every year, first round knockout. Like they did not want him to end like that. Or we could talk about it as they're trying to get somebody to set the Lakers franchise
And they got to build for
down
the future.
down the next
They
two
got to
three
worry about
years.
the
Yeah.
future.
So
LeBron's going to
like
be out soon.
it's one of those things where you're also doing it for LeBron as the fact that once LeBron is done, whether I think it's going to be next still 3-4 years before he's really out of the league, they've got a guy to give the keys to one of the most historic franchises to. So
Luka's just
yeah,
going to be hitting his prime in those times.
yeah.
He
So
hasn't
they,
even hit
they
his prime yet.
this trade means a lot for the Lakers in those two aspects. But for in terms of this season, Luka's missed 22 games, so it's not like they're getting somebody who's again super healthy, super reliable. But um, this team is definitely is a little better. But I'm not making it seem like I've seen some people saying that this makes the Lakers title contenders and stuff like that. This makes the Lakers titles contenders. I don't see that happening. I think as presently constructed, they're a little better. But man, the Lakers were already bad defensively and in the interior, and losing the best defensive player is gonna make it even worse. So more than conference finals at best.
That's a boost though.
Conference finals, that's a big boost, man. Conference finals.
They were
Really
barely
big.
At
making the
best,
playoffs
at
with
best,
AD.
at
They
best.
and they've been a playoff. They've been a playing tournament team for like the past 2 3 years now.
Also, we don't know how Luka's going to look coming back from his injury,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I know
yeah,
he's Luka. I get that. I know he's going to be elite, but who knows?
yeah.
At the end of the day, they need a big. A winning team needs a big to make it happen. So going to this last piece, and just like every other trade talk, we're not going to talk about necessarily who won the trade here, but does this trade make both of these teams better in the way that they need to be, or is it one on one?
I'm sorry, take it away first, yo.
It helps both teams, I guess. Kyrie, he's going to get the ball a little bit more. Helps him open up his game, and it's different for AD, right? It's going to be a different look. For the Lakers, oh boy, I don't know what's gonna happen. God only knows what could happen there. But Luka going there, he's just how can it hurt you to get one of the best players in NBA on your
Yeah,
team that can still hit you that triple double?
if not the best player, like
Yeah, he's
he's
top. What do you guys think? Top three?
Top three.
Top three,
Top
top
three?
five.
Top
I'll put
five?
him in five.
it's
Top
top three.
five.
Top
Top
three.
five,
Definitely
right?
top
That's
three.
fair. So, that's another debate one day. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
top
a
five player. What do you guys think AD is? Top five player? Top 10?
No,
15,
Top
Top 10?
10.
All
top 10.
right. So,
15.
15. And
Wow.
Top 10, top
like
15. Top 10, top
again, that's
15.
That's another conversation
that's
for
another.
another
all
day.
right.
What I honestly think would have been a better trade for both teams, though, if it could have been Kyrie for AD. That would have helped both teams better, no?
Yeah, you are actually absolutely right because the
Because look,
Lakers do.
Luca would have had a nice big to play with, and LeBron needs a nice LeBron and Kyrie's
They
like
need a
I don't think
reunion.
Kyrie wants to play with LeBron.
yeah, I
No,
know,
I don't
but
think he doesn't.
like it was said, none of these people had it. Anyways, that's another question. But yeah, sorry. That was I just thought that would have been funny. Yeah.
I think
He would have not been that guy in Dallas.
I think in terms of did the team oh I think that Kyrie and AD are gonna be extremely nice. Like that 1-2 little big punch, that pick and roll is gonna be nice, bro. Like but yeah, I just can't see the fact that trading with AD. And if you look at Kyrie last season, they might think he's gonna be the best. They're assuming Kyrie can be the leading scorer on a championship team, but even though the Mavs got really far, Kyrie was very inconsistent last year in the entire run through every single series. He had games where he was scoring 7, 8 points. And I think over the playoffs, 2024 playoffs, he was averaging 22. Not saying Kyrie can't be that guy, but it's up to see if Kyrie can be the number one scorer on a championship team.
I agree with all you guys, but it benefits both teams. It benefits the Lakers in the long term. It benefits the Mavericks in the short term run.
Okay, so I have a question for y'all. This just came up in my head that I thought we
Yeah,
could, who's got the best 1-2 punch in the league now?
That's for a different day.
Now we
Jeez.
could just shoot a fire quick one. We could talk about Murray and Jokic. We could
like
talk about Giannis.
doesn't matter about position, or
No,
is
just
it
the
just one
best
two punch
1-2
overall?
punch.
Hmm.
We could talk about KD and Book. We could talk about Giannis and Dame. We could talk about Murray
I'm
and
gonna go.
Mo.
I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good
That's a
one.
good one.
I'm going
I don't
all
know why.
great
I just
all
thought
around
about 1-2
players. Great
punches.
all around players. Those guys, great
I
all
just thought
around
about one
players.
two punches, and I'm like, that's a good question.
I got to go with Dame and Giannis.
Okay.
Man,
I got to go with
That's
okay,
my dog. And Dame, they're two very different players,
yeah,
right? That complement each other very well when things are going right,
yeah,
with the quotation marks on that,
But you don't
right?
think
When
that's
it's going,
similar to AD and Kyrie?
yeah. AD and Kyrie.
it's
That's
going to
what
be a very similar dynamic.
it's
Very, very similar.
in terms of talent. Luka and LeBron are obviously more talented than Kyrie and AD, but that fit of Kyrie and AD is
Just their
much
It's
style.
vicious.
better, yo. Again,
Uh,
at the end of the day, you need to have pieces that fit together to have a championship team. You could have great players on paper. Like, let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets with Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. You could talk about the Clippers with Kawhi, Paul George, and Harden. There's so many teams within the past couple years that have tried to put superstars together that don't fit. That doesn't work compared to having a team that fits together. Let's talk about the Bucks, Nuggets, even these Mavericks. So you need to have players that fit together, and yeah, it's sometimes it's more important than just having talent on paper.
Hey, mind you that JJ Redick is also Luka Doncic's former teammate as well too in Dallas, so he's gonna be
Wow,
playing.
that's amazing. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Who won the trade?
Well, Dallas won this in the short term, but in the long term, it's gonna come back and bite them straight in the ass. I'm just
Oh,
gonna tell you, it's gonna bite them. You trade away your best player who is 25 years old, who is coming off a NBA Finals berth
Championship
last year.
run. Yeah.
He has not even reached his prime years yet. This guy can pass, shoot, rebound. He can give you triple double every night. Yes, I
He
know there's
complained
been
to the
things
refs.
going. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was just
Sorry,
gonna say
man.
it. Yes, I know there's things going on about it, complaining to the refs for calls, not staying healthy, not playing defense. But he's still got a long ways to go in his
He's
career,
young.
and he's basically just getting started. If the Lakers can't find a big man by the end of this trade deadline, I don't think it's not gonna really go too far for them
would you
as I
call it a
think it's gonna
would
be.
you call it a bust trade if that's the
No,
case?
no, 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 absolutely not. No, I would not call this a bust trade whatsoever. The Lakers will still make a playoff run, but they lost a big piece in their defensive core.
Just gonna keep it short and simple. I think 95% of the time, the team that gets the best player in the trade usually wins it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Luka Doncic for two reasons, because I think he is the best player in the trade, and second of all, they needed somebody to not only one help LeBron's chances to win a championship within the next 2 years, also somebody to pass the torch down to when LeBron's tender is over. So I'm gonna take the Lakers.
100%. That's why I think the same thing. He's
Cool.
Cool.
getting the keys to the
That,
city.
yeah, glad we're on the same page with that. Lakers are now plus 2,100 to win the title versus plus 4,000. Um, and the Mavs are now plus 4,000 after this trade, and they were at plus 1,800 before.
Yeah, that definitely took a big 180 turn, man. Might as well start putting down them future bets, man. Damn, you
Yeah,
can make a
man.
lot of make a lot.
Bet365, FanDuel, Score, MGM. First of all, sponsor us, please and thank you. Does any of these teams have a better chance now?
Um, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I can't assume none of these teams are gonna make trades. I think both of them will make trades, whether it's in the buyout market or picking up a 1-2 pieces. But as presently constructed, I'm gonna take Dallas to have a better chance to win the championship than the Lakers. I know that sounds crazy.
Oh,
I know
I
that
like
sounds
it. I like it. I
crazy.
like it.
Look,
Look,
look, look,
I,
look. I
as
know that sounds
shocking as it is, I
crazy,
like it.
but I'm a person that, like, I've seen so many within. Let's just look at the past 5 years of how many times you tried to put superstars together without a team around it. LeBron and Luca are obviously the best two players that are on the same team together. They're probably the if somebody were to say that's the number one best player and number two best player in the league, I would have no debate with them. But let's look at so many other teams. Who else do they really got that can even dribble the ball? I think Dallas has a better team. I think both of them are a long shot regardless. I don't think any of them either have a chance to make the finals. But if I had to take one, I'm gonna go the Dallas Mavericks.
It'd be fun to see them play each other in the playoffs.
My goodness.
They actually have a game on the 20. I believe they have a game on the
25th,
25th of this
February
month.
25th. Yeah. Yeah.
25th of this month, so it's gonna be good, man.
What I was
Hopefully
gonna say
Luca
is,
comes back by
I
then.
don't like that.
I was gonna say the Lakers, but after hearing you made those great points, man, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this, man.
This
I'm
is
I,
gonna
as
have
constantly constructed. I think.
it takes a
Yeah,
great
go ahead.
all around team to have a championship caliber team. You can't rely on two players and have the rest of the team be trash.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I would go with Luka Doncic and LeBron James
I'm
any
going Luca
day.
and LeBron, and I'll tell you
I'm
why
going
Luca.
Luka LeBron. I'm going Lakers, guys. I gotta
This
go
is, I'm
Lakers with
just
It
this
has
one.
to be
off
Lakers.
off.
This has been something the whole world needs some time to process. And with that, we're gonna close this video out really quick here. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, share to a friend for us. But thank you again for watching. We look forward to seeing you on the next episode, covering more NBA news,
Idiot.
trades, announcements.
Everything, whatever we
Games,
talk.
everything.
I don't
Reaction.
think we're ever gonna have a reaction as big as this anytime soon, but
Hey, who knows?
clearly we never know.
Never
They
know.
know
You
something
never
that we
know.
don't know.
We got
If
another
this
But
can
one coming up
happen,
soon.
anything can happen.
exactly.
Let's
So
get
with
it.
that being said, can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. We're out of here. Peace.